Hello foodies, today I'm showing you guys how I make my callaloo. If you are looking for your new favorite side dish, look no further because I got y'all. So stay tuned for the video. Alright, so in a pot I'm going to add some vegetable oil and then I'm going to add some garlic. And I mean, so this was about three or four cloves of garlic. Then this is one medium onion and I'm just going to saute that for a couple of minutes till the onions start getting a little translucent. And then you want to go ahead and add some pumpkin. Now I added a lot of pumpkin to this. You don't have to add all of that pumpkin. Make sure you do add some of it, okay? Make sure you put some pumpkin in your callaloo. Trust me, it's going to make a lot of difference. The sweetness from the pumpkin, amazing. I don't always add all of this, but I had this bit of pumpkin left over and I'm like, what am I going to do with it? I got to use it for something. So I just went ahead and just used all of the pumpkin. But make sure you add your pumpkin. I'm just sauteing the pumpkin until it softens up in the pot. And then I'm going to add me some okra. And I like adding a lot of okra in there as well because the okra going to make it nice and slimy. I like my callaloo to be slimy. I don't know about y'all, but if you do not like your callaloo to be slimy, you do not add a lot of okra. But I added like about 10. I chopped up like 10 medium okras. And here I'm adding some salt. It looks like a lot of salt, but it's really not. Adding some salt in there. And you want to keep sauteing until your pumpkin has softened up. And you could visually tell when the pumpkin has started to get soft. You could just get a fork or a knife or something and poke it through the pumpkin. And then you could tell if the pumpkin gets soft once the knife or whatever sharp object that you use goes through the pumpkin nicely. And you're going to see when I smash the pumpkin against the fork, look at it. So it's coming along nicely. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. Point, I'm going to add my callaloo. Now I had these in the freezer because I had bought it a week or so ago. And if you want to keep your callaloo intact, you want to freeze it, it's going to be fine. Just put it in the freezer and you could always use it when you're ready for it. So you just want to cut your callaloo up, stalks and everything, add it to your pot. Now I'm Grenadian, so you guys let me know what you call this plant right here. We call it callaloo. I know people call it dasheen leaf because it does come from the dasheen. It's actually the leaf of dasheen, which is this lovely root right here, which is really good in soup or just steaming it with some saltfish. Whew. Dasheen is good on real good. So anyways, you just saute this a little bit. Then you want to season it up with a little bit of salt and sugar. Now the sugar is not going to make it sweet. This does look like a lot of sugar, but it's not. It's not going to make it sweet. It's just going to bring out the flavors. Then just give that a little mix. Then I'm going to add one whole can of coconut milk. It's going to pour that in there. And then you want to fill that same can of coconut milk of water and pour it out in the pot. I'm going to go ahead and add some thyme sprigs and one pepper and cover that down until about 80% of the water has evaporated, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove the pepper so I could blend up some of the callaloo in there. And at this point, you want to go ahead and taste for salt, and it was perfect. I didn't need to add anything else, so we're good to go. And then I'm going to want to take one of my favorite kitchen utensils. If you do not have one of those, you could just use a blender. And I am going to just go ahead and puree a little bit. And this is going to really get that consistency that I love. If you have a swizzle stick, and my Grenadians know what I'm talking about, you know what a swizzle stick is. If you have a swizzle stick, then you go to town. I didn't have any of that, but this worked perfectly. Get the consistency that I wanted. Look at that, you guys. Now, this callaloo, trust me, guys, if you try this callaloo, you could just eat the pot of callaloo just like that. And I'm not a big greens person, but when I'm telling you, you just want to eat the pot of callaloo just like that. It was that good. And I added enough okra, so it was nice and slimy. And here I'm just mashing some of the pumpkin that might have not gotten mashed up with my spoon, making sure, you know, everything nice and well combined in there. So there we have it. I'm gonna list the ingredients as always in the description bar for you guys. And this is what I paired it with. If you guys want the recipe for the chicken and the rice, you let me know. But as always, I'm gonna see you lovely people in my next video. Later.